Hi guys, I'm Glenyce Hughes, and I am the radio show host and this weekly TV show host for Living in the Magic of Possibilities. How does it get any better than this? This week's show was called Haters Gonna Hate. And the link, of course, as always, is below. And also make sure, if you haven't already signed up, I am doing a free monthly call for all of you amazing radio show listeners and TV show watchers. So that link is also below. So make sure to sign up and join us. And how much fun can we have? All right, so what I wanted to talk about today was something that I had the awareness of yesterday with thanks to some very good friends of mine. So there's been a situation, and just so you guys know, I will share the specifics of this situation in a bit, not today, when it's all resolved. Now, actually, I'll tell you why I choose that. It may contribute to you in your lives. What I'm aware of, one is when we have a situation that we've created, if we tell the world, then we are bringing that energy to the situation. Now, in some ways that may create more, absolutely. And in this case, I'm aware right now it's not going to. So I'm always in the question of who can receive it and will it create more if I share. Now, you guys know I share everything. And I'm pretty much always I'm always willing to be aware of when sharing it will create more. So just so you know, I'm going to probably speak a little bit in Morse code right now about the situation. What I want you to be aware of more so is the other stuff, the awarenesses that I had with it, as opposed to what is she talking about? Because I promise I will share. Once it's resolved, absolutely, you guys will be the first ones to know. Because it's really cool. So far, who knows what I am creating. So anyway, created a situation a while back where in order to do what worked for me, I, of course, went to question. And rather than what this reality would say is the proper thing or the best thing or the right thing to do is, my awareness was to do it a little bit different. So rather than deal with the person straight on, it's to deal in a sense with a third party, which again is not what this reality would tell you to do. And I was willing to ask questions. Now here's another little trick that even though I was aware that using the third party was going to create more, I really struggled with it. Really struggled with it because of that, because it's not what the right thing to do in this reality. It's not the proper thing. It's not the best thing to do from this reality. So what I did when I get into this sort of energy of, okay, I'm aware of what will create more, is what I do is I have some friends, and what I will do is I will text them or message them and say, hey, what will create the most? A, B, or C, or whatever. Maybe you've only got A or B or whatever. It doesn't matter. And you don't tell them what they are. You don't even tell them what question you're asking about. They know nothing except the A and the B. And what that does is, one, it ensures that they don't go into your story about it. Because, if I told them everything that was going on and then asked their awareness, there's a possibility that they're going to just side with me or tell me what they think I want to hear. So I just messaged these friends and said, what would create the most, gave them the ABC, whatever, and with no information. And they all came back with the one that I knew. Okay, fine, I get it, yes. And it was a validation for me. Now, with that tool, please know, it is not about going, if they would have got A and I had got C was going to create the most, it doesn't mean, oh good, I should do A. That's not what it means. When we ask that question, what we're still looking for is our awareness when we receive their response. So we go, oh, okay, cool. Or let's say they would have said A and my awareness was C, then A would have felt really wonky to me. And that's all we're looking for. We're not looking for their awareness and to follow their awareness. We're looking for our awareness with how they respond. So anyway, they did all come back and it was like, oh, damn, okay, cool. This is what is required. So then at that point, I did tell them what the question was about and what the options were, because I required a little bit more assistance. I was still stuck in this reality of it's the wrong thing to do. It's not the way you deal with it. And anyway, my one friend, you guys know her, Maureen, she's brilliant. She plays in my business a lot. She says to me, are you willing to create drama trauma? What? Fuck no. Fuck no. Of course I'm not willing to create drama trauma. Give me a break. I do all sorts of tools. I use all sorts of processes to ensure I'm not creating drama trauma. But look at how much judgment is in that. And look at how, by me not being willing to create drama trauma, how much I was actually limiting what I knew would create more. Because that ultimately, me utilizing the third party was going to create more drama trauma in other people's universes. It wasn't going to create drama trauma, but they are likely going to choose drama trauma with it. It was so huge for me, you guys, because I honestly had no clue that I had that much judgment about creating drama trauma. Now, what we're looking for with consciousness is the willingness to allow everything, so to be an allowance of everything and judge nothing. So when I am in so much judgment of creating drama trauma, it has my puppet strings, and anybody who could even just give me a little bit of the energy of, geez, Glenyce, are you creating some drama trauma there? I would back up. I'd be like, no, not me. And all of a sudden I realized that judgment had controlled me for so long. I had allowed it. I don't mean I'm a victim to it. I had allowed it to control me for so long. And it was huge to go, you know what? I'm aware that this choice that I'm going to make is going to create more. Whatever that means. I can't even tell you what that means. All I know is it's going to create more on the planet. And if I'm not willing to be judged as somebody who creates drama trauma, then I have to choose the option that's not going to create more on the planet. And that is no longer a choice for me. It's a choice, of course. That's no longer what I would like to choose, because I have done that for so long, and I didn't even see this crazy until she asked me that, because who expects to be willing to create drama trauma? And yet, if you've come to my classes or been on my telecalls or anything, you know I'm always inviting you into whatever it is you're resisting. That's what we really require to do to change everything, right? We don't want to be the polarity of, the good and the bad. We want to just be an allowance so that we can always choose whatever our awareness is that will create more on the planet. Now, we can always, of course, choose what's going to create less on the planet. That's cool too. It's not wrong. But in order for me to have access to choose what is going to create more, I have to have no judgment about what that might be. And so whether that person chooses to create drama trauma with the choice I made or not is literally none of my business. Now, likely going to create some more haters going to hate, what I am so okay with. That piece, if you listen to the show, or maybe go listen to it if you haven't, that piece I've got so much more comfortable with. And I never realized how much more comfortable I could get with it if I'm willing to create the drama trauma, not from unconsciousness or anti-consciousness, the way I've created drama trauma in the past, not that, but the willingness to do whatever it takes to create the most on this planet. And that can sometimes look like you screaming your head off at somebody. That can sometimes look like you crying in the corner. That can sometimes look like somebody who's just creating drama trauma. And what if it's all okay? Like, what if none of it is right and none of it's wrong? What if there's so much more possible than we've never imagined if we get out of the judgment? And it was interesting because after that conversation and all of this like huge awareness, as you can tell, I mean, my gosh, I've already been talking for a long time. It was like I was able to look back, even over the last few months, of places where I did choose what would create more for the planet. And then I judged myself for creating the drama trauma. Now I have to. I don't have to, but if I'm in judgment of creating drama trauma, I'm going to judge myself when I create it. So that's another reason we want to get rid of all of the judgments that we have, because all it does is ensure we stay on what I call the hamster wheel, around and around and around and around, instead of just being like, hey, okay, what's going to create more? Oh, that, okay, I'll choose that. Oh, now what's going to create more? Oh, that, okay, I'll choose that. Like, oh my gosh, this is just so exciting for me. So I just really wanted to share that and maybe open up another possibility. And maybe yours isn't about creating drama trauma. Maybe that's not where the judgment is. Maybe you've got judgments around creating peace with somebody, or creating possibilities, or creating money, or who knows. But play with it. Look at what you're not willing to be and clear it. And I actually have a whole radio show I did a few years ago, and I'll put that link below too, guys, because it is a phenomenal show. It's called, I think, What Are You Refusing to Be? And that really is the question. What are we refusing to be that, if we would be it, would change everything dynamically? Anything that doesn't allow that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Yeah, right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and meons. And that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And you can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information on how that works. All right, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you go subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you are signed up for the free call. I'm so excited. And how does it get any better than this? What else is possible? And I'll talk to you soon.